Welcome all. Good to have you all back on Technical Tuesday with the one and only Kata Queen, Mrs. Sheehan, Janine. And it rhymes. Amazing. It's spitting the bars there. So I'm like a rapper.
I've got to say, she's the only one we've asked back, you know.
It is. That is very true. That is very true. Yeah, thank you for being here again today. You will do the warm-up today, and I think it was Tsukino and Saiha today, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes. Tsukino and Saiha. Again, as the last time we did this 2 weeks ago, 2 bits out of the Tsukino, 2 bits out of the Saiha, and it's then up to me and Darren to give you a combination out of that, and we hope you like it. Darren, you got any words?
No, just pay attention to the details that Janine gives, because obviously she is chief referee, so it's very valuable information on the common mistakes that she sees throughout the katas. So enjoy, have fun, and try and adapt the katas in the way that we give you, but hopefully it expands your mind for other things as well. Thank you, She and Janine, again for gracing us with your royal presence. And let's get on with it anyways.
Yeah. One more thing, don't forget, if you have a question, it's over here, the chat, use it. She's there today. Thank you. They're all yours.
Okay. We'll start off just with a few lunges to start warming up. Nice and gentle to start, because we've done nothing to warm the muscles up. So just coming forward, starting with your right. Ish. Knee. Sam. She. Go. Rock. Tish. Hash. Q. Ju.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're going to go from a lunge into a Kibadachi. So you're going to come forward, lunge, Kibadachi, and then back. Okay, so starting with the right. Ish, lunge, Kibadachi, and back. Knee, Sam, alternating each leg. Chi, go, rock, stage, hash, Q, and Ju.
Yep. Yeah.
So you're going to come forward into a lunge and grasp your hands in front of you and then twist over the bent leg there and then back. Then we'll alternate there, twist over the bent leg and back. So starting with your right. Ish. Knee. Sam. She. Go. Rock. Tish. Hash. Q. Ju.
Yeah.
Now the last one with a lunge. Okay. You're going to come down and then bringing this knee up and back down into a lunge. Yeah, down into a lunge there. So take your right leg forward. On each count, it'll be drop the knee into a lunge, front leg up, knees again. Head. Knee. Down. She. Go. Rock. Sage. Hash. Q. Ju.
Shia.
And hunter. Ish. Knee. Sam. She. Go. Rock. Sage. Hash. Q. Ju.
Yeah.
Good. Now the shoulders. Gently both arms back. Ish. Knee. Stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, ju, forward. Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, ju. Now one forward, one back. Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, ju. Hand down. Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, ju. Now on big circular movement, you can come up nice and high and take it through, but allow your body to go as well. There's a big circular motion, but allow your body to move. There and then back. So with your right first. Ish, and left. Knee. Stand, nice and high with the arm. She, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, and ju.
Yeah.
Just stay blood flowing a little bit. We'll do 50 jumping jacks. Ready? Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, ju. Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, ju. Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, sanju. Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, yonju. Ish, knee, stand, chi, go, rock, sich, hash, cue, ju. Good. And circle your neck in your own time, je mets? And yeah, mate. Tight higgies. Okay, we'll go straight into it. The first move we're going to work on is the Mai Geri and Hiai in Stilo Kata. Okay? So, I'm going to break it right down into little pieces and then build it back up. When I teach, as I said 2 weeks ago, I tend to break things down into really small pieces, and sometimes movement should flow. But it's always better to break it down, learn the exact position, and then get the speed and the flow into the technique after. Okay, so we'll start off. Everybody will face away from the camera, Zenkstadachi with your right leg forward, Jordan ski. There. So it's right leg forward, Jordan ski. When I say Muates, just like in basics, get and bri in Zenkstadachi, back leg across. Muate. Okay. Now this movement, we're going to do Chudan Shisoku Maigeri. Watch the level of the kick. A lot of people tend to do shoulder level. It needs to be solar plexus level. When you kick, the hand remains in this position. There. Just kick and then back. It's only when the kick comes back, there, that you cover shot there, and at the same time you look to the side. So it's almost like there's a piece of elastic between your foot and your arm. As soon as the leg comes back, the arm comes up. So here it's 1, 2. Okay? So just that position and hold. Ish. Now you should be looking to your right. You turn and jump ski. Me. Okay. Now there's been quite a lot of debate, which has been clarified in the most recent Kata book, over whether there's a turn and then using hips, or whether it was that position. It's the first, okay? And they added a photograph into the most recent Kata book to show this position, to make sure you use your hips and your shoulders there. Okay, so we'll start again. Get Zenkstadachi with your right leg forward, facing away from the camera. Jordan Oiski. What it? Get him dry. Just a kick and pull back. Ish. And knee. Good. And back. Right leg forward, back to the camera. What it? Kick and pull back. Ish. knee. And back. This time you can try the whole thing in one count. Push. Good. Don't forget, there should be a key eye on that first Junski. And back again. Knee. Good. Water. Back again. Down. Make sure you're nice and low in that stance. And you're looking across the shoulder to your fist. Back again. Shake. Two. And one more. Right leg forward. Go. Two. And now ready. Yes. Over to you for the first combination.
Darren, do you want to start? Shall I start?
I don't mind. Are you not doing exercises, Jan?
Oh, if you want me to, yeah.
Yes, please.
You did last time, didn't you?
That's okay.
Yeah, Let's keep it consistent.
Set. Okay. So you'll do 4 bounces on the one push-up. And on 5 you push up. So we'll do 25. So you do 5 push-ups. Full force. Okay. Down in position. Okay. Ish, me, san, shi, go. 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 And tap it.
A little drink, guys. You or me, Wes? You going? Cool.
I go? Because
yeah, that's fine.
Doing the stretching, so
Yep, perfect.
it will be the best choreography. Quick one, guys. Everybody can see me properly, right?
Yes.
Good. First fighting combination. This is actually the easiest one she and Jan gave us today, so it's pretty good. Let's start with that. You will be a left leg in forward. We will use the my get and bri when we mamate use get and bri. So you will block at the same time. You will use your back leg for a maigiri and bring it back and make a long yunski. So it's going to be block, maigiri, yunski. Block, maigiri, and twist in your body to go start. Obviously, after this you can do loads of other things, but now just stay over there. 1, 2, and bring it back. Bring it back. When you go back, make a long front arm punch. Straight punch. 10 on the left, 10 on the right.
I should have gone first. I should have gone first. I was going to do exactly that, I swear to God.
You got to do something else now then.
Yeah.
Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Fish. Ash. Poo.
Yeah.
Try to really go forward with the maigiri. Block, short maigiri, long punch. 10 over here. Ish. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Fish. down. And go over here. Let me check if I can show my legs a little bit more for the exercise. All right, and you will put your right knee on the floor. Os, left leg over there. What you're gonna do from out of the ground, we did do last week. Os, over there, my Gary, back to the floor again. Os, some of you might be on a hard floor, wooden floor. You want your knee on the floor, so do it. Concentrate. Os, don't drop your knee on the, bang your knee on the floor. Os, Os. Come on, take. Os. And ish. Knee. Done. Go. Rook. Sish. Flash. Cool. Share. I like it. Down. And ish. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Stish. Ash. Cool. Yeah. Grab yourself a quick drink over the super stringer. Us. And I'm sorry for doing what you wanted to do.
Yeah. I have to quickly think of something else now.
I think you're quite able to.
So we're going to be doing this now? No. Not quite. Close, but not quite. Okay. So what we're going to do is obviously we've got the turn, 1, 2.
I got it.
Sorry, yeah. Turn, 1, 2, in position. So, what we're going to do is we're going to stick to Wesley's 1 and then the Maigiri here. What we're going to do though, after the Maigiri, is we're going to go outwards like we would do in the Kibadachi. We're not going to go into a Kibadachi, but what we're going to do is we're going to go around and then we're going to spin this into Junski and then Hiza straight to the front. Okay? So we're just breaking off to the side as we do this. 1, open the hips, 1, in, and then as we're coming through this way, we're hitting away and then drive through with the Chudan Hiza. So as we're here, peel, and then drive back in for the Hiza. Okay?
Yes.
Cool. Right, let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
Same thing in the other direction. 1, 2, break out, spin through, use this whip to create the angle, and then bring it back. Okay, let's go. Ready? Sun. Go. Good. On your backs.
Us.
Same one that we did on Saturday. So, legs wide, through the middle, out the side. 1, 2, that's 1. 10 to go. Okay, legs nice and wide. Ready, H, E, and she, the, rek, H, the, here. Remember, no hands. Awesome. Drink. And of course, we're going back to Her Majesty, she and Janine.
Us.
Us. Yes. Don't go stealing my combinations again, Wes, please.
I'm very sorry.
That camera gone fuzzy too.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you got a different laptop.
No.
It
was fine earlier, it's just gone out with the lights on. I've got no
maybe the your internet is not the strongest as it normally is. Might be.
Holly's back, isn't she? She's draining your internet bandwidth.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next section. So from where we just left off, we're going to do the next few techniques. Okay. So we'll start. Everybody, I'll drop this down a little bit. We just finished with the ki. Right to the skin, you're looking along your arm. Okay, so everybody come into this position. Now, when you move in the next position, it's important that you turn your hips. So watch my feet there. So you're in like position 3 of the 4-in-1 exercise. Your hips need to turn. So you turn through and just be strong. Make sure you're looking along that arm. Ish. Now from here you're going to cover and block and go the other direction. So from here you cover, it's not a big circle, it's more a push through, shorter cover, but again, watch my feet. Okay. From there, it's important that both feet point that direction. Don't be lazy and just turn one foot. You must turn and then in Junski. Sorry, that should be open. Nukite. Back hand is open. And from here, you cover short there, step forward, Junski. Ish. Okay, we're going to go back. So we start right hand.
Us.
I'm going to have to turn around halfway through, otherwise you're looking at my back and you won't hear me, which is why I've just got confused. So from here, turn to position 3 of the 4-in-1, and step. Ish. Make sure you're looking along that arm. Now when you do this turn, remember feet, hands and head all move together. So you cover in, short there, open, look at there, with the back hand open. Ish. And from here, you cover short there as you change your position, and then punch. Ish. That's good, then come back. All the Junskis in this section and the Nukite are shoulder level. They're neither jaw down nor chew down. They're all shoulder level. So make sure it's level with the shoulder. The other thing is always make sure you, particularly if you're looking at kata competitions, fast head movement. Okay? So when you're changing direction, so when we've gone from, I'll have my back to you, this position, fast head movement as you turn. Don't drag the head. Very important that you move your feet, your hands and your legs together, your head together. So it's one movement rather than boom, boom, boom. It needs to be boom, together. So everybody back into right Junski. So you're looking along this arm. Always look where you're punching. Step forward and Junski. Ish. Turn, look at it. Ish. Back hand is open. And now short there, closed. Ish. Back again. So your right leg, right hand is out. Step forward and punch. Ish. Turn, look at it. Ish. Back hand open. Now short cover and Junski. Ish. Just swap the hands over. This time I'm going to try it all the way through. So it'll be step forward, Junski, turn, Nukite, backhand open, and then step forward, Junski. So it's Junski, Nukite, Junski. And make sure you're always looking along the arm that's striking. Juve! That's good, and back. And again. Juve! Good, and back. Juve! And now there. What we're going to do is we're going to link those two sections together. So we'll do the turn, pick, Junski on count 1, and then what we just did on count 2. Okay. When you turn, so you start off with the Jodanski. When you turn and do that Nuate, fast head movement. Okay? And again, think of your hands, legs, and heads all moving together rather than different parts of your body moving at different times. So we're going to start back towards the camera, right leg Zenksudachi, right Jodanoiski. Awesome. Position. From here, I'll show you. You look towards the camera first. I'll show you. It'll be Muate, and hold. Ish. Now we step, turn your kite, step. Ish. One more time. Try it all in one go this time. Juve. Now from this position, your head, hands and legs all start working together. So you start pulling your left leg in. Immediately your right hand will go down to cover the groin and your head looks to the front. Then you're going to slowly step back into Zenksudachi. Uchi uke Barai. Slowly. So watch. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So head, hands and legs all start together, but your head will finish first, your feet will finish second, your hands will finish third. So everybody here, left hand out. Left. Ni, san, shi. Now to count to 4, you're going to pull the right hand back. Ish, ni, san, shi. Now it's Jodan, Girangyaku, Chudan, nice and fast. So that's the beat, and you want to key out throughout. Jodan, Giran, Chudan. Is your man? That's good. So we just go from that last Junski. Looking along your arm. I want to say, Jimmy, head, hands, and legs all start working together. Uchuka Gilbran. Ish. Ni, san, shi. Right hand back to 4. Ish. Ni, san, shi. Jodan, Giran, Chudan. Is your man? Last time. Looking along the left arm. Uchuka Gilbran. Ish. Ni, san, shi. Pull back. Ni, san, shi, kiai. And now there. We're just going to try it once all the way through. So back towards the camera, right leg, right hand. The whole thing to the kiai. Joel. Kick, kiai.
Shia.
Junski, Nukite, Junski, Uchuki getting dry. Pull back the right, and 3 punches. And now there. Okay. Now on to sit-ups. So on your back, then we're going to do V-sits. So legs and arms straight, and up and back, up and back. Okay, keep your hands and your legs off the floor. Just going to do 15. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sish, hash, ku, shu. Ish, ni, san, shi, go. And tate. Good.
right then. Get yourself a quick drink, then we go for the combination. Os? Right then, guys. So let's break this down for you. Us, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of use the short tie movement to the side and a fair few punches. Us, also 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We will use this as a tempo change within a combination. Us. So what we're gonna do, we are in a not short range, but a mid-range fight. And at this time, I'm just using my left hand as a short tie to the shoulder to create some space. Also, if you do it like this, referee will say it's pushing. Also, if we do it like shuto, it's not pushing, it's an attack. Also, so we're gonna use attack, same arm, right, left, right. Also, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Now use the right leg to step across. Right arm, under, over, under, left knee. Os. The under, over, under is the 1, 2, 3. Os. So this is a short, very explosive combination. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, bam, bam, and izagiri. Os. Because we are to the side of our opponent, I'm going to be 1, 1, 2, 3, and then bam. I'm going for a Chudan Hizagiri. Us, we can go Jordan, but now it's bam, bam, Chudan Hizagiri. Us, are we clear on this?
Yes.
10 on the left, 10 on the right, exercise, and over to super stringer. And this is hopefully not the same combination as you wanted to do. Right?
Yeah, this is where we should plan before we come in.
Good. There we go. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Look. Sit. Ash. Go. Last one, people. Yeah. Malate. And again, let's do it slowly. Shuto. Left, right. Step across. Hook, cross, hook, knee. Os. One more time. Shuto. 1, 2. Step across. 1, 2, 3. Knee. Os. And you can use the right hand. 1, 1, 2. Step across. Hook, cross, hook. Izagiri. Os.
Yes.
There we go. As sort of.
Os.
Os. Use it. Can I take?
Here.
Knee. Sun. She. Go. Look. Sit. Ash. Go. Last one, people. Aisha.
Yeah.
Good. On the floor for some push-ups. Us. All right. We will do a push-up. Come up. Bring the elbow down. Bring the elbow down like this, and up, up again. Us. So it's going to be 1, 2, elbow, elbow, up, up, and up again. Us.
Yes.
The reason we're twisting is we want to twist the body and adjust, so you're also working with your abdomens. Us, during the same thing. Keep your feet in the same position, please. Us.
Yes.
Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go up. Us. Just 10. 5, you will start right elbow. Last 5, we will start left elbow. Us. There we go. And ish. Knee. Sun. Sheave. Go. Left elbow. Ish. Knee. Sun. Sheave. Go. Aisha.
Yeah.
Get yourself a quick drink of the soup stringer. Us. Maybe it's the tempo, but there are still no questions, so that's pretty good.
Thought that was a question then, but someone coming in.
Yeah, and gone again.
Okay. As you do. Okay. Right, so we're going to stick with the 3 punches that Wesley has also. Okay, so we're going there. 1, 2, 3. Then what's happening is we're using the shot turn to break off to one of the sides. It depends which leg we've got forward. Okay, so we're there. 1, 2, 3. Break, and then we're pulling back. So we're using this movement also. Okay, so we're here. 1, 2, 3. Push in, break back, chudan washi. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3. Break, push, drag this foot back. Get your distance for the chudan washi after that technique. Okay, we don't push out and then pull this back enough. We'll end up doing a knee, which isn't the worst case in the world, but it's not what I'm asking for right now. So please make sure that when you push here, break back, give yourself the distance to cut neatly across the body. The other person's going to be here. 1, 2, 3, push, break out, cut underneath the body for them. Okay? All good for that?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, right. Let's go. Ready? And position. H! E! Sun! She! Go! Same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Break. Using a short cut across. Chudan. 1, 2, 3. He punches. His arms there, whatever. Break out the way. Cut across. Arm out. In position. Okay? Excellent. Let's go. Ready? Down for little push-ups. So, what we're going to do, we're going to try and use the free heights and the punches. So as we do, we're starting off here, like Wesley's nice favourite push-ups that he does a lot, if you're good, for various muscles. What we're going to do is we're going to do little jumping pushes. So as you do the push, they'll come in centre high. In centre high. Okay? So if you watch, I'll do one first. So we're going to be here. 1, 2, 3. Working on the 3 separate heights. Be it Gidan Chudan Chudan or Jordan Gidan Chudan, either in Yatsu or Skinokata. Okay? So we've got 1 equals 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. And we have 6 of them to do. 3 on each side, starting off, okay? Left hand up top, right hand down bottom. 1 count, 1, 2, 3. 2 count, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Let's go. Ready? Get a nice little hop in the push-ups as well. Edge. 1, 2, 3. Knee. 1, 2, 3. Sun. 1, 2, 3. She. 1, 2, 3. Go. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Rock. 1, 2, 3. Up you get. A little drink. And let's go back to improving our kata. Wash. Everyone okay so far? No confusion. Everything's clear, I hope.
Okay, we're going to go on to the very first movement of Saiha. I find of all the katas in the IFK, Saiha is generally the one that's performed the worst. Yes. Partly because people don't understand what they're doing, and also they don't get the tempo correct. I think that's the biggest issue. It's all about the correct timing and the correct tempo. So when you're doing a slow movement, you must make sure it's to count to 4. Okay? And as you know, Saiha means wave. Okay? It's the kata of the IFK, and it's wave because it's supposed to show the comparison between fluidity and destructive force. In the same way as a wave does, if you're in the sea, you can bob along quite gently, and it's all nice and mellow and gentle, and it's fluid. But you stand where that same wave breaks, and it'll knock you over. It's the same wave, just a different part of that wave. Okay, so that's what you need to think when you're doing Saiha. There's no jittery movements in Saiha. You're either slow and fluid, or it's destructive. There's nothing that's in between. Okay, so whenever you're doing any movement in Saiha, is this slow and fluid, or is this fast and destructive? There's nothing that's mediocre. Okay, so we'll start. We're going to step forward into the first step. So we go from yoi, okay, and you're stepping forward at a 45-degree angle. It's not Zenkatadachi because it's not actually a stance, it's just a transitional movement. But if you think of it as about the length of Zenkatadachi, you'll be about right. So when you step forward, it's like position 3 of the 4-in-1 exercise. So your back heel's off the floor. Your right hand is above your right leg in like a Chudan Tatiski position. And the left hand is on the outside, open. Okay, watch your thumb needs to be tucked. So you're going to step in 45 degrees, there, open. Now from here, you need to step into the hand. Now many years ago, those of you who've been training for a long time would remember when we used to do a big circular motion. This is one of the few things that have changed since I've been training. We step directly into the hand now. So take your body to the hand rather than bringing your hand around. Leave your hand there and step in. As I step in, I look to the side. Ish. Now my feet here are in Haisoku Dachi. Feet together. Not Masubi, Haisoku, so feet together. From this position, again, head and hands work together. So you're going to grasp the fist here, so you've got a fulcrum to help you with this movement. So grasp here, you look to the front, and then there's a big circular motion. Don't just come straight up. It needs to come around in a big rotation movement. Okay, so on it, you're all looking straight ahead in your Masubidachi. On it, you're going to look towards the camera and round. Ish. Now you're going to place the hand, your left hand on top of your right elbow, and then step back. Now this is, again, a circular motion there. So you're doing a circular yurakin. So from there, okay, it comes up, and then it's a circular motion there. When you finish, this hand ends about a fist above the belt knot in a shorter position. So from here, we come there. So from here now, in. Ish. Okay. If you haven't got room to step forward, just shuffle back a little bit. We can step forward to the other leg. So you're going to step forward again at a 45-degree angle. Left leg, right heel is off the floor. Left hand is in tateski, chew down. Right hand is open on the outside. Ish. Remember, you're going to step into the hand, step up into Masubidachi, and look straight this way. Ish. And now grasp the fist with this right hand, circular motion, and look at the same time. Ish. And now place the hand on top, step back, yurakin. Ish. When you do the yurakin, make sure it's onto the bridge of the nose. There. So the knuckles to the bridge of the nose level, the hand is about eye level.
Yes.
Okay. And back again. Back into Kujidachi. Head is very important. What you find a lot of people do, they come up and they keep looking to the front, but it shouldn't be. When you come up, you look to the side, and then as soon as that arm moves, that's when you change your gaze to the front. From your right leg forward first, we break it down. Just step, hand open. Ish. So right hand is tateski. Step into the hand, up into Haisokudachi. Knee. Now we'll try this as one movement. Grasp the fist, circular motion, and round. Ish. Shuffle back if you need to, if you can't step forward. Step forward with your left leg, left hand tate, right hand on the outside open. Ish. So your back heel should be off the floor here. Step into the hand, look to the side, Haisokudachi. Ish. And now you're going to look to the front, big circular motion, and you're rocking. Ish. That's good. And back. So just come into your position. So that we're going to put the first two movements together. So you're going to step, so whichever leg is forward, that hand is in tate, other hand is open on the outside, and step in. Try and make that fluid. It is difficult, and depending on what floor you've got, you may find your foot gets stuck. But you don't want any juddering. There's no juddering in a wave. It's fluid, so you need to glide. So take the weight on that front leg, so that the back leg is able to glide easily. If you've got your weight distribution wrong, you'll find it difficult to put that leg in. Okay, so here we're going to step up, Haisokudachi, look into the side, right leg. Ish. Okay, so the left hand is open at this point, here. Now you're going to close it, elbow strike, and elbow and yurakin. Ish. That's good. Shuffle back if you need to, we can step forward again. So step up into Haisoku. Ish. Knee. Make sure this right hand is shot there, one fist above the belt. Now back. Just going to do it 2 more times. From your eye. So on each, this time you're going to do the whole one side. Step in, round, and in. Make sure that's not up, it's around and in. So it's slow, 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 fast. Think of that fluidity versus destructive force. Okay, ish. On the other side. Me. Good, now there. Last time.
Sorry, Janine.
Yes.
So before we go into the elbow,
Yes.
the 4-second count, right? For the
It's 4 to come up.
Yeah.
And then in.
And we explode.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, just to be sure.
Yes. Okay, I'll count it for us this time. When I say break, that's when you do the disengagement, okay? So we'll do both together. Step, ish, knee, step, ish, knee, down, she, break. One more time. I just did that was the last one, but we'll do it again with a count. Right, actually. Right leg first. So Janine. Ish, knee, stand, she, break. Step, ish, knee, stand, she, break. And now there. Any questions? Because that can be quite difficult. Nope. Okay. Right, we're going to do some leg pumps. If you have got questions, put it on the chat and I'll answer it after the leg pump.
I didn't see anyone go to the chat or to the computer, so it should be right.
But hopefully I've explained things. There's no questions. Either that or nobody's interested.
I think
Okay, so lean back to 45 degrees, bend your elbows slightly. So you're taking your weight on your triceps. So your arms, fingers are pointing forward, and then it's just here into leg pumps. But make sure you've got your weight backwards so that not just your stomach and your hip flexors are working, but your triceps as well. Just do 20. Ish, knee, sun, she, go, rock, sich, hash, Q, ju, ish, knee, sun, she, go, rock, sich, hash, Q, knee, ju. Yes. And Gaze has a drink. Yes.
There is a question.
So before we go to me, I could do with understanding the basic floor positions prior to the polishing, please.
Are you talking about the stance transitions there, James?
I think he is. That's how I read it.
I think so.
James, you're unmuted.
Hi, thanks, Darren. Yeah, I was trying to understand. It felt like two separate positions because you've got limited floor space where you're working. I couldn't see how the feet moved from one to the next.
Go back a little bit more, Jan. You can't see your front foot.
If I just go on first.
That's it.
And see if you can see it better this way.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll do it. So it's there, step forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then from here, you would step.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
So from here, you step in 45 degrees, bring your back leg in, and then straight back, Kibadachi. And then from there, then you're going to step forward to 45 degrees, bring your back leg up to it, and then step straight back, Kibadachi again. Yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
And then there is another question, but this is for the end. I think we should have time for this. At the end, could you explain how best to turn in Ura, like for shoulder and takyoko in Ura and stuff like that? The twisting and the turning in the Ura kata.
But not specifically for this kata.
No.
Right, should we do that at the end then? Somebody remind me, and we'll cover that at the end. Just.
Yeah, cool. So I think we had enough of a rest. You bloody people taking big rests. Come on.
Okay, you steal my time.
Yeah, that's good. So right then, So what we're going to do right now is we're going to use the Stasky position. I want you to step away 45 degrees and drive in the Stasky. At this time, I'm far away, jumping in, I'm close to my opponent. I'm going to use the same arm with an elbow to the arm. I'm going to do liver, elbow to the arm. Liver, elbow to the arm. Now, I'm going to use my right hand, after this, right hand to the chest, and I'm going to use the right leg for the Brazilian Mawashigiri. So it's going to be looking like this. Let me use my lovely assistant. I'm over here. I'm going to be 1, 2, 3 over there. Now, really, this is just a distraction. This is hard. 1, 2, 3. Distraction over there. So you like to fall in there. Just leave the arm over there. 1, 2. Leave the arm over there. Are we clear on this?
Yes.
Good. A little bit of Brazilian mawashi from last week. Can I take? Good. And Sun. She. Go. Rook. Fish. Ash. Cool. Last one, people. Shit.
Yeah.
Malate.
Horse.
Do this one time slowly. Step away. Stasky. Same arm, elbow. 1, 2. As I'm over here, I can reach and go through the middle with the mawashi. Good. Can I take?
Horse.
Sun. She. Go. Rock. Fish. Ash. Cool. Last one, people.
Yeah.
Good. On the backs, please. We're gonna do right knee, left elbow, left knee, right elbow. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 1, 2. Really try to work the abs and also the smaller muscles inside. We will do 20. There we go. Come on, take. And sun, she, go, rook, ash, go, ish, me, sun, she, go, rook, ash, go,
Yeah.
Stand up, over to stringer.
Jazz hands.
Get the hands.
Jazz hands. Get yourself a drink, guys. Okay, so let me just. We're going to use the step in and the pull in of when we come here. Okay, as with the start, we're going to use kind of the tate stroke Stasky that we've just used. But what we're doing is, so we're starting from like when we start the bow, right, and then we come in, and then in. So we're going to drive this in nice and fast from like a distance position rather than fairly close or coming out to the side as we've just done. So from there, we're going to drive in. As we've done this, we're just going to peel off and just hit the arm. So we're going to come in, we're going to hit the Stasky, probably kind of solar plex height, in position. We're just going to hit in, and as we do that, we're going to pull this leg in. And we need to perform this quickly because we don't want to stay too close here for too long. Okay, so we're going to come in, 1, 2, and then we're going to come up. So what we're going to do is we're going to nudge them a little bit with the elbow in the direction that the knee is going to go. Okay, and we can use Mawashi-geri if we happen to nudge them off balance significantly, but it's probably not going to happen. So we're going to be here, right, ush, bomb, bomb, bomb. And then we're just going to finish with a Stasky once they land. That's optional, you don't have to finish with that, okay? But from there, right, ush, you're coming in, boom, boom, and then coming up. Making sure that we nudge this, and rather than coming into Hei Sokodachi, which we're not wanting to do, obviously, we're coming in, 1, 2, so it's kind of coming together towards this, and then raise it up nice and fast in position, okay?
Us.
Bow them, move them, knee them.
Us.
All good?
Us.
Yes, excellent. Let's go. Ready?
Sentence you need to use, my man.
Sorry?
That's a sentence you need to use, my man.
Yeah.
Bow them, use them, need them. Yeah, good.
Let's go. Ready? Let's go. H! If you want to finish off afterwards. Knee! Sun! And by drawing quick and then spring off that ground. She! Go!
Yeah.
Good. Same on the other side. Coming in. 1, 2, 3. If you want, finish them off with
Us.
at the end. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Bend them, move them, knee them. Okay? Let's go. Ready? Last one. Good. Down for some legs. So, we're going to be here. All we're trying to do is pick the knee up here, in position. Okay, so in, try and use the stomach, get the knee up. Oh, try to keep your balance better than me. Okay, so we've only got 6 to do, so I'd like you to explode up each time and not lose your balance like I did. Okay, be too quick a count. You'd be like, H bang, steady yourself, knee bang. Okay, and just sit really explosive. Use the stomach to drive because we don't have all of this time and leg position. Wesley said many a times, kicking involves obliques and stomachs. So from here, let's use that stomach to drive it up. All good? Actually, we'll do 8. 8 sounds good. Okay, ready? Right leg first. 8. Knee. 10. Keep. Come. Right. Ash. Ash. And up again. Get some good drink, and I think we're on the last part of the kata.
Yes. And I think we don't have enough time left for doing either a combination or a stretch. But hey.
Would you like to cut the last kata bit?
No.
Yeah.
I think it's good to keep the to do the last kata bit, and then just not do a combination after. Or maybe we can do a quick combination and Darren can do a quick stretch. That should be right, I think.
Yep. We can work that. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So this, I think, is the most difficult movement of the kata. So we'll start off. We're just going to look at the legs first, so that we don't get into the position we got in last time where James couldn't see my feet. So we'll just do the feet, and then we'll put the arms in, because actually it's quite difficult to coordinate it all anyway. So everybody into left leg forward, Senkatadachi. I'll show you from side on first. Don't worry about your arms at all at the moment. You're going to come through with a foot sweep with your back foot. It was important that you're in a Teisoku position. So your big toes up, little toes down. You're going to come in front of your left leg, but don't come any higher than knee level. Just there, through, and then once you've done this, you come back into Sanshindachi with your right leg forward. So the leg that is sweeping through, your right leg sweeps, then your right leg is forward in Sanshindachi. So left leg forward, so we'll try that first. Right leg sweeps, and then you should be facing the complete opposite direction. So I'll show you once face on. 1, 2. So I got my back to you now, so you need to turn to 180 degrees. Push. Now from this position, turn round, keep your right leg forward. You're going to do the same thing, but from Sanshindachi. So your back leg is going to come through, there, and in. Ish. Stay in this position, same again, back leg through, and in. Ish. Back leg through, and in. Ish. And last one, back leg through, and in. Ish. Okay. It's quite a difficult movement. It's even more difficult when you add the arms. So now we're going to put the left leg forward, Senkatadachi. Just watch actually first, and I'll demonstrate. Okay. From here, as you come through with this back leg, your right hand goes behind the head, but it doesn't go directly behind the head. Hanshi describes this movement like a lasso. There's going to be a big circular motion there. And as you do it, your hand is placed in a short position because you're going to come around. So you need this hand to cover your ribs, because as you turn, your ribs are exposed. So you pass the center line, covering the ribs. So from here, I'll just break it down. You're going to come up, right hand behind the head, left hand on the ribs, and then you're going to rotate. And as you stamp down, I'll do it from behind. As you stamp down, you're doing Tetsui Oroshi Uchi onto the bridge of the nose with the Kiai. Okay? So, if we all try that together. Awesome. So your left leg is forward and you're in Tetsui with your right hand. From your right hand behind the head, left hand covers the ribs, right leg up. Ish, just there. And from here you're going to rotate. Tetsui Oroshi and Kiai. Knee. Okay, I'm back again. Left leg forward. Okay, just up, ish. And now rotate. Knee. I'm back again. Okay, now this time I want you to do it as one flowing continuous movement. Now you know where your hands should be as you're rotating, one continuous movement. But watch, when you've come around, okay, from here, then it's a hop with the front hand and a shtaski with the back hand. But we'll just go to the ki, but then it'll be hok, shtaski. Okay, so left leg forward, just to the ki. Esh! From here, hok, shtaski, knee. Now you're going to bring your left leg through, and again, your left hand's going to go behind the head, right hand on your hips, and spin through. Ki. Esh! Hok and shtaski, knee. So you're going to do both sides. Just watch me to start. I'll do a side on, so that you can watch, because it is quite, I think it's the most difficult movement of the kata. Down here. Okay, so the first one comes from Zenkatadachi, the second one comes from Sanchindachi. But it's the back leg swinging through, and whatever leg is swinging through, that hand goes behind the head. So let's try it. Left leg forward, right hand tetsuri into the hand. So you're going to just do the ki. Esh! Hok shtaski, knee. Bring your left leg through, and ki. Esh! Hok shtaski, knee. And back again. And do side on. We'll try through ki, hok shtaski. But make sure, don't be in too much of a rush to do that combination. Ki and pause. And then hok and shtaski. Because what you find some people do, because you're stomping down and you're like doing a hammering technique with this hammer fist, a lot of people will come too low because they're trying to get a lot of power into the technique. So you must make sure you stop with the tetsuri bridge of the nose level. Okay, no lower than bridge of the nose. So left leg forward, right leg back. So ki, hok shtaski. Esh! And now the other side. Left leg through, left hand behind the head. Ki, hok shtaski. Knee! That's good. Back into left leg forward.
Push.
One side. Esh! And the other side. Knee. And again, just 2 more times. Esh! Try and get your hip into your shtaski. Knee. And back last time. When you come through, keep this knee nice and high. And then it's a bit of a stamp when you come down into Sanchindachi. But don't drop the knee, because you won't be able to control the leg. Knee high and around. Okay, last time. Just the one side. Esh! Knee. And now there.
All right.
Guys, because I'm out of time.
Is there any questions, or do you want to say something about this? Because it's 10 to 9 over here, 10 to 8 over yours. I'd rather have people get their questions answered than do a full combination, because to be fair, we can do the combinations on Thursday as well. So if there are people that have a question about this, make sure.
While you're thinking, I'll type in a question. Let me answer the question that, who was it? John put down about the ura.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
When you do ura in Taikyoku kata, your back leg is going to go behind the front leg. Always goes behind that way. Okay. You need to keep your legs bent and through there. Don't keep the legs straight. There. And you need to pivot on the ball of your foot rather than your heel, because you've got more control if your weight is on the ball of the foot. So the weight slightly on the ball of the foot, come through and in. But you must keep your legs bent, not swinging your legs, otherwise you'll have no control. I don't know whether that answers your question, John.
Yes, he's giving some thumbs up.
Right, okay, great.
Kata Queen.
Yes.
Any other questions today on these particular katas?
Yeah. Questions about Kino and Saiha, then you mean, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Not the Ura.
Yeah. No, everyone's okay with this?
Oh, wait. Sensei Conchita has a question.
The thing what you do with your arm in Saiha, is that the same thing what you do in Seipai? Is that the same movement?
Seipai is more up, I think, isn't it?
I think in Seipai it's just up.
Just up, yeah. Whereas this is more, this is if somebody's got your gi and you're coming over, so it's a disengagement. Seipai is more straight up rather than such a big circular motion. It's just slightly different.
I've got a question about when we do the twist and turn.
Yes.
One, we do this tetsui to the bridge of the nose, right?
Yes.
Why would you do the hook? What's the reason for you? What do you explain about this? Because to be fair, if you give a proper tetsui, you don't need.
Hopefully they're not there.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily all katas that they all string together. Sometimes if that hasn't worked, and also that's actually disengagement. It's not a strike. So it's difficult to show with us. Somebody's got you here with the same arm. Okay. Yeah. And what this is you coming over that arm that's got you there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
breaking down. So actually, if you strike them, that's great. But this is more of a disengagement to come over the arm.
Yes.
If you manage to get on the bridge of the nose, great. And that's when in kata everything is very specific. But actually, if you were doing it in a combat situation, you may not get it. The disengagement is what the main purpose of that is. I think the tetsui onto the bridge of the nose is a secondary.
Yes.
In kata, we always got everything perfect, haven't we? So it's somewhere around there. So we stop there, do it like a tetsui, and then the hook. Because actually, if you just break there and you don't strike, the hook and the shiraski do work. Because if they just broken, you're very, very close in, and actually it does work.
Well, thank you. Good. Any other questions, guys? Because this is the time, to be fair, we can do loads of things, but there's a lot of things she and Janine can answer to you.
And if I can't, we've got she and Jeff online. She and Jeff taught me kata. He was my kata coach in 1989.
Was it? That's wicked.
It's a bit weird actually teaching a class with she and Jeff in it.
So we've all been there. He's been a fan. He's been there so many times. Big honor though. Well, I think there's no questions. So you have been very clear on what to do today. So thanks a lot for your insights again, Shi and Janine. Darren, do you want to do a quick stretch then? Because we've still. Oh wait, there's a question. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I need to go.
That's not a question. Bye bye.
Yeah. I can do a 2-minute stretch. Let's just do 4 and 1 quickly to finish off with, just to make us feel like we've done some stretching today rather than not. Okay, legs 2 shoulder widths apart. 4 and 1. We're going to bend the left leg first. Okay. Haven't done very much kicking today, but always nice to just limber off a little bit. Sun. She. Aish. Yeet. Sun. She. This time when we go to the first position, don't lean into the straight leg. Try and open the hips up a little bit more rather than twisting into the straight leg. Itch. There, peel open and try and open the hips this way rather than stretching in. Knee. Sun. She. Itch. Same thing, open the stance rather than lean into the front leg. Knee. Sun. She. We're just going to go straight across to the fourth one from here. Okay, so we're just going to switch to the fourth position just a few times to finish off with. Stay nice and low, push through, and try to push this knee out with your elbow if you can. Remember, a lot of low grades, they start off when they start doing the stretch like this, and then they're all the way over this leg. Make sure we're staying between the legs, okay? Knee. By low grades, I mean wooden Wes.
I'm on camera though.
Yeah, true. If you can't see it, it can't be wrong. Ish. Ish. And the last one. Ish. And straighten both the legs. Hands, try to grab the ankles and just relax down. Hands on the ground, bring the legs in slowly, keep your hands on the ground, or if as close to the ground as you can until the feet come together. And here, Sokodachi, like we were doing in Saiha, and up slowly, and shake loose. Okay, and that is it. Another session absolutely whizzed by. Really did 4 sections of 2 katas again, so you can see how much time, how much dedication, and how much thought must go into all of these katas. Not just the low grade or the high grade ones, all of them. All of them need work and attention for them to actually be really good, for you to pass grades, and for you to understand the meanings and applications that potentially go behind them. And not only understand what people tell you, but think of your own things. What me and Wesley do almost most sessions is just make stuff up and wing it. No, it's not quite that bad. But, you know, we try to think of things that maybe we haven't been taught before, maybe we haven't been shown before. So it expands people's view potentially a little bit. And even if it doesn't work for you there and then, you can think, well, if I did this and I did that, maybe it would work. So always challenge that status quo and all the time try to keep improving. We thank Janine a lot for the 2 sessions that she's helped us with. It's a great pleasure and it's a great help to all of us because she truly is really, really amazing at what she does. Okay, so thank you very, very much.
Yeah, you're not lying about that, Mr. Stringer. We have been honored by you, she and Janine, for doing this. Thanks again. We can't be saying this enough, but thanks again for making the time, making the effort. The only thing we would like to do, or what we're doing when we make a combination out of it, is just to let you think about kata a little bit different, because there's a lot of people within karate who are only about fighting or only about fitness and stuff like that. But it's so important to be good at all you do, because only then you can be a role model for the youngsters or the lower grades. Thanks again. Before we go, well, let's go to Xi and Janine, if you maybe have some words, and then we'll come back for a little bit of words.
Just thank you again very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to work with you two. I feel very honoured and privileged that you've asked me. So just thank you, and I hope you all take away something from the session.
I think they do very
Thank you.
much.
Then this Thursday we have Thunder Thursday. There is no Fantastic Friday this week, as we were fully booked, and we have another super guest for Super Saturday. Probably a lot of people within the KRT sessions don't think about us in this way, but the guest we have, a lot of people have a little bit of a same thought about him as they used to have about me and Darren. He's a very flamboyant guy. He's a guy, a lightweight, and as he's amazing.
Extremely talented. Very like ridiculous. He's just so relaxed, so flamboyant. He's extremely confident about his ability and his capability. I know. So,
do you know who it is?
I think so. I'll text you after.
Yeah. You've had a right guess before, right? So
you've had a few correct ones. Yeah. So I mean, this guy's really good, and we're really excited to work with him. And I think we think likewise as well. He's excited to come on and work with us. So it should be really good. It should be really good, to be fair.
Yeah, don't want to miss this. Thank you. Let us cancel the spotlight video and do the unmuting, and maybe we can do this again with Xi and Janine, because this was again. I'm up for it. I'm up for it, to be fair.
Yeah.
If you want me back, I'd be honest to come back.
All right then.
I'm here every Tuesday anyway, so it makes no difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, see you next week then.
Yeah.
Right then, guys. You can now all unmute yourself.
Yourselves.
Yes.
Thank you. That was great. Fantastic.
Nice hairstyle.
Really great.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shian and Senseis. Us.
Thank you very much. Great again.
Yes.
See you in 3-4 weeks.
See you Thursday. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Jeff, how do you find the katas nowadays in comparison to when you did it, which was obviously a while ago? Because obviously I wasn't around back then. Are they pretty much the same?
Yeah, the katas are the same. They haven't changed, but the techniques are the same. But you're much sharper. Everyone's much sharper, more crisp and cleaner technique.
Yeah, I think there's a bit more focus, but maybe I think you could see a little bit more power back in olden days, like more power, if you know what I mean.
Probably. The first kata competition, I remember, they didn't have the rules the same as you have now. And
Okay.
I won that tournament, a British tournament, with Penang knee. Because there was 7 of us, 8 of us in the final. And every single, I was the last one, and everybody came up and they did Kanku Dai.
Yeah.
The next one did Kanku Dai. The next one did Kanku Dai. The next one, and I was watching. I was going to do Kanku Dai, and then I saw the referees kind of slouching in their seats. I'm not another Kanku Dai. I'm not another Kanku Dai, and you could see them sinking down in their seats. So I walked up, and you didn't have to produce. You didn't have to put it in. You just named the kata as you faced the referees. So I was going up to do Kanku Dai, and all of a sudden I thought, I'm going to take a chance. I went Penang knee, And all the referees sat bolt right up in their chairs. I said, what? What's he going to do that for? It's like, you've just thrown it away. But apparently I must have won by about a point, fraction of a point. But I got, because they took the highest mark off and the lowest mark off.
Yeah, same. And
I got it. And it was like, Hunchy was like dumbfounded, you know what I mean? But then he just was praising it. He said, you know what, you won that on pin and knee. So don't think pin and knees, you know, he was giving it for about a month afterwards. He was really giving it to everything. But I always remember that as, I remember the referees slouching.
Yeah.
Because it was like, same cut, same, and they were getting bored.
Yeah, this is, I think when I first came on, kind of early 2000s in the adults, I think everybody was kind of doing Senshin and Gyeksa Show at that point. And I was doing Gyeksa Show because my legs were pretty good and everything. But then I fancied Seipai a little bit more. So it was a bit different. And then it's funny how little stages go through. And then everybody was doing Sushi Ho for quite a while. And it's just different stages where loads of people end up doing the same katas. And I say this all the time. Although the kata's the same, I always try to put a little bit of an individuality to it. Otherwise, the people are just watching the same robotic moves over and over again, and I don't enjoy it. Let alone, you know, judges watching 10 of them. You know, so
the kata nowadays is much better than, I think technically you're much better than we was in the old days, in the 70s and the 80s.
What was you going to say, Wes?
Well, that's a funny story because I hated to do kankudai in kata tournaments, but then there was a tournament. I think it was the Dutch tournament, and I won it a few times in a row. And then there were these guys. They were all doing kankudai, but they all made so many mistakes, and they didn't get scored quite well. And I was actually going to do Sushiho in the final, and then I was like thinking, okay, well, let me show you a proper kankudai then. I brushed them all away, but that was the one and only time I did kankudai in a kata tournament. I was a bit cocky. But you know, I couldn't be just that I was thinking about this. It's a really funny
yeah,
story.
Because most of the long cutters, the big cutters, it's the mistakes. You win or lose on how many mistakes you've made or how many mistakes you haven't made. Because generally, you know, it's everybody's virtually the same. But if you make a mistake, they take points off, don't they?
Yeah.
If you make two mistakes. You know, the people.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a wobble here or a little missed height on the punches, and it's fine details at the end of the day. I think I won the last world tournament, I think by like 0.1 or something, and then other ones I've absolutely smashed it. You know, won by miles. But you know, I mean, Jan, you must have had the same where you've kind of had close calls and big calls, and really, truthfully, it is the final little differences. You know, maybe a sharp head turn here and a sharp movement there.
Hairy eyes, apparently, is the one.
Hairy eyes?
Yeah, Sian Jeff told me in 1988 that he gives me 0.1 in every kata competition because I got scary eyes.
Yeah. I got told that as well because probably like a lot of people in the chat now, we technically we were probably pretty good. And you could do the techniques because you've done them thousands and thousands of times, and they weren't necessarily difficult to do, but you had to make it look difficult. Otherwise, people thought that you weren't trying to do it. You know, if you can just do the kick and just be like like this, doing kicks like they're no tomorrow, then the judges are like, well, he's not really putting much effort in that. So big emphasis on the face and like Janine says, eyes goes a long way. A long way.
She and Janine, didn't you break your leg in a kata competition?
No, I tore my cruciate ligament in 1999.
You had a big accident.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I've never competed. Well, I have competed since, but it took me 10 years to compete again.
Wow.
So I competed twice in 20 years. The 99 was my last, and it was the final of the world tournament. So which was getting, and I was.
Every 10 years she makes a comeback.
Yeah.
2029, you look out for a 60-year-old Jan.
I reckon she's still better than most then.
Yeah.
No, I definitely lost it. The reason I entered the the Belgian tournament, the Diamond Cup 2 years ago, was I could just tell, because I'm teaching all the time, I never practice kata at all. I never do it. And one night I was in the club and I could see myself in the mirror and I thought, oh, that Kibidachi's bad and my backhand's creeping forward and I'm not concentrating on myself. So I thought I'd enter a tournament that nobody knows me, that isn't IFK, that I can just do it for myself, just to give myself a goal to practice my kata and enter. And then I went and everybody from the BKK was over there.
Yeah, I remember that tournament because it was a very busy tournament with all the BKK lot.
And I thought nobody would know me, and all the Shinkyok girls are saying, oh, you're Janine from the IFK, you're the one to beat. And I haven't competed for 10 years. So it was quite a lot of pressure, but I did enjoy it because it made me focus on kata for myself rather than teaching, because I watch myself and everything that I tell people not to do, I'm doing. So all those little things, I'm thinking, oh my God, you say, don't do this, and you're doing it. So sometimes you've got to do as you say, not do as you do. But,
guys, you need to pay attention to yourself, no matter how good you are or how good you were.
Yeah.
You're an excuse to become complacent with yourself. A prime example there.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. I've got one question for you, Shem. As a chief referee, what do you think is the best kata to perform?
I always like, and it's not because I used to perform it, but I think Seipai is a good one, because if you can nail that turn, that's such an impressive move to do. If everything being equal, because Sushi Ho technically isn't that difficult, I don't think. It's long, but there's no move in there that's the make or break. Whereas on Seipai, everybody's waiting for that turn, sort of. And it's the same with Garu, I think, is another one, because they're waiting on the Shiramwashigeri and the jump before the Soshindachi. You sort of think, are they going to nail that jump or are they going to wobble? So I think probably Garu and Seipai are the two, but they're risky.
I think with them as well, with like the likes of Kanku Dai and Seipai, Sushiho, because they're so long katas, a little mistake maybe at the beginning, you've got a lot of time to make that up and gain the points back by the time you get to the end. And maybe the judges have kind of forgotten about it a little bit. Seipai and Gary Yu are so short, intense, clinically precise katas that literally a single mistake and that's it, you've blown it. I mean, we've seen fantastic Seipais go throughout and just a little bit of a wobble, and it's the risk that you take doing that kata. And it's kind of the adrenaline that you get from it as well, knowing that one little mistake could cost you.
Blow it all, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know,
but if you nail it, that's what's going to win it for you.
I'm sorry?
Because you can one mistake and then it's gone. Whereas in fighting, unless it's a really bad mistake, you can be in a little bit of a bad position, get hit a couple of times. But kata is just so precise at such an elite level anyways, especially nowadays. I mean, there was loads of people that probably could have really won it in the Dutch IFK World Tournament, to be fair. There was probably 8 people, maybe 6, 7 people that could have probably won it. They weren't that far apart. I mean, Anil was probably ahead in the first 2 rounds going into the final and then didn't get placed. So...
The funny thing is, if you see a lot of Seipais, and a fair few of them are really good, and get scored very high. But Gary, you almost never see it in a tournament. But also when you see it, they get scored so bad, because I think I can remember a Russian girl in Belgium in the IFK Belgium Worlds, and the Russian girl she nailed it, but she still got really.
But the Russian girl team and the Russian male team in that tournament came first and second, and they both did Garu in the final.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
the men won it, but to get 3 of them to nail the Ashiram Washigeri and 3 of them to nail the Soshindachi, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I've seen, I think it's only once I've seen somebody win the British with Garu, and it was a boy called Mark Moore. Do you remember him, Darren? You were probably still in nappies when Mark Moore won it. It was probably about 92.
Yeah, I would have not long started crying at that stage.
Oh my God! Yes, but it was brilliant. It's the first time I'd seen Gary Wu in a British kata competition that I could remember. Whether it was done years ago when she and Jeff and she and Dave were there, but I couldn't remember seeing it before, and he did it, and he nailed it and won. But the trouble is with Gary Wu, it's difficult to look powerful because you're in small stances and small techniques, so you really got to use your body to get that in, because otherwise everybody's just small and there's no power. So you've got to learn.
Put so much effort in the short stance. That's when you do.
So you've got to learn how to use your upper body while planting a really short stance, which is quite difficult, and not many people can do it well, I don't think.
No, it's true. What was your favourite kata, Jeff?
No. I liked Susie Hoy actually, but a lot of us didn't know Seipai until about 97, and we learned it in Japan so it wasn't really in the syllabus before. 87.
87, yeah.
Wow.
and that was one class where Hanshi was in the line at the end of the line, and all the branch chiefs, and Sosai was teaching, and Matsui was like demonstrating, but we just did Seipai over and over the whole session, and it was like 2.5 hour, 3 hour class, and it was just Seipai. And Hanshi was actually on the end of the line. He was in line.
Wow.
Amazing.
That must be quite cool.
Wow.
That's wicked.
But that was the way to learn it, you do it for 3 hours, by the end of it, you know it.
Yeah.
And yet, that was 87, and I won the European Championships with it in 89.
Oh, excellent.
In Hungary, yeah.
With Seipai?
With Seipai, yeah.
Wicked.
Anyway, I'm going to have to go. My husband just tells me my food is on the table.
Yeah. I'm very sorry for taking your time. Thanks
No
again.
problem. Thanks for asking me. It's lovely to see you all.
Very much.
Cheers, Jan.
Bye. Bye.
Did you try and do all the katas, Jeff, in your tournaments, or did you have like a favourite cluster?
Yeah, I'd at the first tournaments, they didn't have the rules like you have to choose between these cutters. We could do any cutter of our choice. And if we wanted to do a cutter twice, if we got through on one cutter, you could do it again in the next round.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was like any cutter you could choose. But after a while, I think probably after that time I won it on pin and knee, they made you choose certain cutters and put it into categories. But that was probably, but yeah, I did most of them. But in the early days, you just thought you had to be as flashy and as strong as possible, to make it stand out. So you wanted ones with kicks in it, or you wanted ones with power, like Skinner cutter was really good because you could really put power into that. Yeah. Every punch was like thud, 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 like, and the stamping on the floor with the one we did today, sci-fi. Yeah. You actually stamp your foot right on the floor because it was like wooden floor, they weren't mats. Yeah. So it would go bang, and you want the floor to shake, So it was more power. You put power into it. Yeah. But it was raw, and it was like the technique wasn't as clean, as crisp, as sharp as they have.
But that's the same if you look at a lot of the Japanese, and also if you look at Sosai's pattern. It's very, very raw. To be fair, in my opinion, I think Darren is one of the best kata performers I've seen. But then, if you look at what they used to do back in the day in Japan, and if you look at the Japanese organizations, it's so far away from what we're doing in 5K, what Darren is doing.
It's kind of cringe when you look, you cringe because you think that technique is, it's actually cringing, and you're thinking these are the masters.
Yeah.
Time.
But some are really bad, and like you see them with like really wide sanshin-dachis like this. And you think, yeah, great, you got like loads of power, but where's the focus? Where's the finish on these techniques? Lots of people, to be fair, can do that, like thundering, like big, powerful techniques, but I think like very few people like Janine has like a really clinical, clean focus on the end of her technique, a really clean head movement. She's much better in head movement than probably 98% of people that are good at kata. Her head movement is really what makes Janine really, really good, I think. She's got much better head movement than me. But then I've got a little bit more power and a little bit, maybe a bit more presence because I'm a bit stronger to make up for points where I lose her head movement.
But this is where Hanshi actually he finessed the technique. So like when he came back, when Hanshi was the first one to start, and he actually really would go on to detail. Yeah. And people like Howard Collins and Fitkin, they were so strict on detail. You know, you'd have your hand out in a position, and they would move it a fraction of a millimeter, and you think, but it was to get your technique so fine, like and where they was in the Japanese and the other countries, they weren't as clean technique. Hanshi brought that cleanliness into, and gradually through the generations, it got sharper and sharper until it becomes like you guys and Janine, and you know.
Yeah. There's only one Japanese guy. That's Oishi, the guy where is in the organization. That he's one of the few Japanese guys who is amazing at kata. But he has a lot of slower movements and stuff like that. He doesn't have the crisp in the kata what you see in the IFK system. That's so.
I think IFK katas are much cleaner than any other organisation. That's not just because I'm in the IFK, but generally when you look at the kata differences, I think it's incredible difference, really.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the? Is it like the Shotokan and the one that when they do the three, the Japanese, the other, like the not point scoring styles do their kata?
Yeah.
And they are so crisp, sharp, and
it's so dynamic.
Choreography of it is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I think Cameron shared that quite a few months ago. He shared it on Facebook. Okay. This kata is the three Japanese girls.
Yeah.
Doing it. It's absolutely amazing. If you look at that,
they do the kata, and then afterwards they do like a fighting sequence using the techniques in the kata.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I really like Shotokan katas to look at. So the dynamics, the change of pace is incredible. Whereas in Kyokushin, because we do actual full contact fighting, you see a lot of people that are very mono pace in their delivery of techniques. There's no kind of kind of break up in speed when they deliver, because we're always going like this when we do fighting techniques.
So I think I've seen a video of an old school Goju-ryu master doing a lot of kata sequences, and then you see it in the nowadays MMA UFC fights, and he's actually using those techniques like John Jones and what's the dragon, that guy from Machida, Lyoto Machida, and he's using some of their techniques, and then he's breaking it down into how they use this into Goju-ryu kata sequences. That was a really cool video as well. I'll try and find it and share it with you guys, because that was really amazing. I was really pleased by seeing that.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks guys, and I'll see you Saturday probably next time.
Yes. Look forward to it. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
I think I know it as well.
Yeah? Who?
I don't want to say. How many people on?
No, wait.